I remember a while back, Arnie and I were talking, and it was at the time when Google Earth was just being postulated, or it was really just coming into the mainstream. And Arnie felt it would be a good idea to actually link Google Earth with the TESS platform. I'll be honest, I wasn't that keen. I didn't think it would be a great winner for us. But in fairly short order, Arnie proved to me it could be done. And one Monday, after he'd done some work on it, he asked me to log on to the system and take a look. And for the first time, I started to see tenders that we'd run in the past represented almost graphically. You could start to see different carriers in different colours who'd been awarded business, and the lines were thicker for higher flows of business. And it looked good. It wasn't a piece of routing software. That wasn't what we were intending to do. We were just looking at ways of representing data in an alternative manner, so that people who didn't want to look at tables of numbers or columns or reports could actually see them in front of their eyes on a map. And sure enough, people started to take notice of this and use it. And so they were beginning to run scenarios inside our optimizer using maps instead of just reports. We've continued to use that, but one of the great applications we saw a year or so back was in risk analysis. And it was with one of our clients who regularly tendered with us, in their case, for packaging materials. I can't name the client for obvious reasons, but we could represent their packaging sourcing locations and their usage locations on a map from their previous 2 tenders for the whole world. And I remember sitting in their offices with their buyers and with their insurance guy, representing these flows on a map of North America. And one of the first reactions we got from one of their senior people was, why are we sourcing so much from an area which is so prone to earthquakes? And surprisingly enough, they hadn't really realised that until it had been represented in that manner to them. They then started playing around with the data and saying things like, what would happen if we decided to only source North American factories using North American packaging? Let's say North America was isolated for whatever reason at one point, a natural disaster, a terrorist act, that we couldn't bring in materials from outside of the Americas, and we only could source inside America. What would be the impact? Within seconds, we were able to model that for them, to show them the real impact, the additional cost, and they could see it live on a map in their boardroom in front of their faces. And for them, it was a game changer.